speaking on the topic of winning mobile technology race for India in 5G Advance and beyond. Now, Tejas Networks is a part of Tata Group. It is one of the leading indigenous R&D and IPR-driven organizations which deals with networking products and is a global technology giant in the making. I'm sure every one of you already know Mr. Sanjay Malik as the former country head of Nokia. He is a veteran in the telecom industry. And after his long stint at Nokia, where he was responsible for generating business, he has joined Tejas Networks as the Chief Strategy and Business Officer and is responsible for global business generation. Welcome back to the ET platform, Sanjay. In your new avatar, I must say.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Unaise, for such kind words. Not sure whether I deserve those or not. But at the same time, it's really proud moment for me to be associated with the Tata Group company, Tejas. And yes, new avatar and maybe a new mission.
So and what is that mission, sir?
Okay, we'll talk about it towards the end of the conversation.
Okay, we'll let the surprises be. Yeah. So to begin with, Sanjay, first of all, hearty congratulations to you and Tejas Networks for what we thought was not possible a few years back. I mean, successful delivery of India's first indigenous proven 4G and 5G mobility stack, along with TCS and C-Dot. You have literally rewritten the textbooks of Indian telecom industry, by building such a capable, world-class, high-tech product. Now, what are your thoughts on that, Sanjay?
All right, yeah, thank you very much for recognizing what has been done over last 18 months to 24 months. And I must say that it is a proud moment definitely for us, but it is a proud moment for all the Indians. That building up from ground zero a full-fledged 4G, 5G stack, it's not an easy task. And the team did come together, but at the same time, I would like to thank express my gratitude to Honorable Prime Minister for all the Atmanirbhar Bharat drive, and at the same time the Viksit Bharat drive, and even the Telecom Ministry and the Minister of Communication, who has kept us motivated over last couple of years for coming to this particular stage. So yeah, it's as we said that it is over 2 years we have built something in India which has taken quite a few years for other companies.
Absolutely. Yes.
So on one side, it would seem that, it is the same 4G, 5G stack, 4G, 5G solution. But think about it, that doing it from scratch and then at the same time, building it also and kind of rolling it out also.
Fantastic.
So definitely a proud moment for all of the Indians. And to some extent, I think it can be said as this UPI-like moment or Digi Yatra-like moment, which is kind of one of the first. And think about it, that we are the 5th country globally to have it.
Wow. That is, I think we deserve a round of applause for that. I mean, this is fantastic.
Thank you very much.
I mean, you have put us ahead in the race of telecom networks, and that is brilliant. So can you share some of your learnings, experiences from this project?
Yeah, I think, as I said, that when we started, it definitely seemed like a kind of a mammoth task. And of course, in doing such a large scale thing, there are always challenges. And at the same time, it was expected that because we are in a hyper competitive world, it was expected that it should be a full-fledged feature-rich solution. It should have all the features of whatever dynamic spectrum sharing, then at the same time, some of these high-end features of location accuracy, beamforming, all those kind of things. It was not expected that, yeah, we can start at 20% or 30% of functionality which others have. So that was one challenge, that it has to be a full-fledged system which can be launched and put it into the network. Second, then manufacturing it. And just want to highlight again that this manufacturing at such a large scale, this was during the time when globally we were going through the supply chain issues. So during those times, ensuring the supply chain, and then we kind of grew our manufacturing. Tejas has been into manufacturing for last 20 years, but this required about 16x growth in our manufacturing capacity. So at one point of time, we were kind of building up about 4,000 base stations per day. So it required that kind of manufacturing scale. And then at the same time, the rollout machinery, which thanks to our partner TCS and then the core from CDOT, that we were able to get that machinery to roll it out also. So yes, tough times during that, tenure. But I think one learning definitely was that Indian technical talent, and maybe it was a little bit before I started there, the Indian technical talent, technology in software, technology and hardware build out, it's unmatchable. And we have to feel confident about it. Sometimes we kind of think too negative about ourselves. I think we have to get over that particular topic. And if we can do so many things in India, whether you talk about, again, in tech sector I mentioned, but talk about, yes, the BrahMos and the LCA and all that. So our technical talent is definitely far ahead of global talent. So all kudos to the R&D team which we have, all kudos to all the product team which we had, that we were able to get over those challenges. I can always tell you the kind of light-hearted stories when on the manufacturing floor, people used to sleep on the floor for days.
Wow.
In the office itself, to basically get this up and running. So really proud of my team in Tejas to have built it up.
Wow, that is absolutely fantastic, and you've set the expectations so high. And when the next challenge, obviously, and the next milestone will be AI. Artificial intelligence is right now, ruling every part of our world, and with this base ready, I'm sure AI is your next landing spot, right? With the 5G advance. So what do you think when it comes to telecom industry? What are some practical real world applications where AI can really take telecom industry to the next level, and obviously put India at the forefront of artificial intelligence stack?
Yeah, I think AI definitely the next wave. And why should I say, I should not be saying next wave, it is here and now to some extent, but I think there is lots to still go around AI. And whatever we saw in the morning also, and listen to the esteemed speakers, that AI is going to touch every field, every human being, every field. And of course, telecom is going to be even closer to it. So I think from AI perspective, what I would say, two things which are going to happen simultaneously. One, networks for AI, and then second, AI for networks.
Oh, wow.
Networks for AI means basically, yeah, with the AI applications coming around and whatever you see around the world with LLM and all that, the data capacity and the latency requirement would be exponentially higher than whatever it is today. So networks have to be built on that. And I think we are, the whole telecom industry is more or less ready with that particular part. But then it comes to AI for telecom. And that's where I think we will see a paradigm shift in the sense, and I would really put three perspective where it is going to impact AI is going to impact telecom. One, I would say intelligent service delivery. And what I mean by intelligent service delivery is that with this traffic growth, whatever is going to happen, there would be requirement of, again, exponential need of spectrum efficiency and all that. And that's where I think AI is going to touch the telecom network and change that. So whether you talk about the use cases of improving spectrum efficiency, of transmission efficiency, beam forming, because at this moment it is more of static. So beam forming at a from AI perspective. Right. And so these are kind of the applications which are going to make the network much more effective in delivering the service. So that's what I call intelligent service delivery. Then second, of course, intelligent service management.
Correct.
And intelligent service management, again, we have been talking about the predictive maintenance, fault finding and all that. So it has been there for last 4 or 5 years. It's not that it is new, but the way it would be performed would be totally at a new scale.
No, fantastic.
So today also, if we say that prediction of any fault happening in the network, that let's say it is able to predict on the basis of analysis of last, let's say 1 month kind of a data or 1 year kind of data. Here, I think it is going to find on the basis of last 5 years. And then maybe I think it would be able to find on the basis of the data which has been there in the others network. Not only your own learning, but the global learning. So that's where I think these kind of service management kind of fields which would see quite a bit of AI. And yeah, so those would be the two main use cases. Third, of course, where yes, it is going to impact IT quite a lot, but I am sure that with telecom also it is more software driven, would be the software development.
Yes.
The coding itself is going to see a big change. And that's where I said that Tejas is looking at all these three pieces of service delivery, service management, and software development to be kind of using AI for these fields.
I think that's an interesting use case that you put across, because that gives you a nice segue on next generation 6G essentially, where you can connect the unconnected, as we would say. So what do you think will be the technological enablers for us and Tejas to achieve that goal of connecting the unconnected?
Okay, yeah. So that's again another field which has been coming up, and because globally, I think there is still about 1 billion people who are not connected. It's a similar situation in India, that we have some of the people in unserved areas or low served areas where connectivity is still not there. So on that perspective, I would say it's not only the mobile telecom technology which is coming up, but I think mobile telecom complementing with other technologies. And again, so for example, I think one would be that the terrestrial network should be integrating with non-terrestrial network like SATCOM and all that, which is serving some of these underserved areas. So integrating these two together on the SATCOM and mobile communication. And with that, just to give you another example, that we are working with Department of Space, and there we have come out with an IoT device which is connected with satellite, and it is deployed in about 50,000 boats.
Wow.
Which are owned by the fishermen. So fishermen, when they go into deep sea and where they don't have any other connectivity, then they are using these IoT devices to get connected, and all the vessel tracking is happening. So in case of any kind of emergency, in case of tracking those boats, it's again a mammoth task which has been taken up with the SATCOM and mobile integration.
Interesting.
And similarly, a new thing which we are working on, and which is again in deployment phase, that using the broadcast network. There is huge broadcast network which is there. But if you look at it today, that if there is a India-Pakistan match happening, everyone is downloading on the mobile network.
Correct.
So that puts extra load on the mobile network. So with this broadcasting, what we are doing is that connecting it with the broadcast and direct to mobile from broadcast to your device.
Interesting, very interesting. Because
so these three things I think will be there to help
strategic enablers.
Strategic enablers for connecting the unconnected.
Absolutely. I mean, that's fantastic. And we'll get to know this on Sunday again.
Yeah.
But okay, so I think our time's up. But from a closing remarks perspective, I would like you to take you to the start of this conversation where you talked about your mission and you talked about, the next development journey for indigenous 4G, 5G stacks. So on those points, if you can tell us your secret mission and we'll close it.
Yeah. So I think, yes, I would say that we have built the foundation. We have built the foundation with a fully designed in India and fully made in India kind of network and the whole full end-to-end stack. Two things. So number one, I think we are at the stage of taking it towards 5G advanced and whatever we mentioned about the AI feature, because in 6G and all that, AI will not be kind of a bolt-on feature for 6G. AI would be the base on which the 6G will come, but that could be still little later. But I think on the 5G advanced topic, number one, one of the mission is to build that system. And the second mission, which I am on, is making this global now. So taking this India 4G, 5G stack to really become a global player and both in the kind of matured market, global south market, and having our kind of installed base in those markets.
Fantastic. I think that's a brilliant mission. That'll take our country leaps and bounds ahead from the rest of the competition.
Yeah, so the whole ecosystem is asking us to do that.
Absolutely. I mean, so thank you so much, Sanjay. I think it was lovely chatting with you. Thank you for your time. It's always a pleasure to meet you.